Hi, I'm Aaron Lieberman. I'm a partner at New Profit, a venture philanthropy firm, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. I spent 25 years building and growing Jumpstart and Oscillera Learning, two organizations that have collectively impacted over 500,000 young children and their families with interventions that we know produce outcomes at the child level. The biggest conclusion I took away from that time and that work is that reality is broken in so many of the environments where low-income kids are served. The last decade of research has clearly shown that a scaffolded curriculum with lots of teacher coaching can really produce big gains for participating kids. But 80% of the programs serving our low-income kids and families use a whole child curriculum that I call TFIO, Teacher Figure It Out, that has little to modest child outcome gains. I've also come to appreciate that no single point solution, no matter how wonderful or how awesome, is going to be able to get to the scale and impact that we need. There's over 4 million children across this country, ages 0 to 4, living at or below the federal poverty level. We need to figure out how our programs and systems can work to impact hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them. That's why New Profit has partnered with the Massachusetts Department of Early Education and Care to found the Early Childhood Support Organization Initiative. Our goal is to find evidence-based intermediaries, what we're calling ECSOs, that can provide that curriculum and coaching models to local partners who operate facilities and have classrooms throughout the state of Massachusetts. The result will be better outcomes for participating children and families who are served in those programs, as these partnerships will be ongoing. The early childhood support organizations will be networks of innovation that will help year over year the local partner expand and innovate so that they'll have a bigger impact in the classrooms with the children that they serve. This will all be supported through a unique $20 million public-private partnership, with half the funds coming from Mass EEC and half the funds coming from New Profit. New Profit's raising our dollars philanthropically, and we'll make a grant to each of the ECSOs that will be front-loaded, providing $1 million over 4 years to help them scale up in Massachusetts to build the infrastructure that they'll need to grow. Massachusetts EEC will provide $5,000 per classroom for each local early childhood partner that signs up to work with an ECSO. Importantly, the ECSOs will start with 50 classrooms in the first year and then add 50 classrooms each successive year. So both their impact and support from EEC will grow. Each year they're working at this. In the final year, collectively, the ECSOs should impact over 600 classrooms. As important as the scale is that their work should be almost completely be sustained on the revenue they'll be getting from EEC. The New Profit grant in that final year will have gone down to very, very little dollars. This is really a new type of bet. It's a bet on organizations, not attributes, to be able to make a long-term difference and scale these interventions in the ways that are needed. It's also a bet on a new type of public-private partnership, where Massachusetts EEC is creating the conditions on the ground in the system to help this work thrive. They're focused on supporting programming that will make a difference, not just monitoring. And that will be crucial to the success of these organizations as they build these partnerships. Finally, it's a bet on a new type of intervention that could scale within the existing public spend. That $5,000 per classroom is present in almost every publicly funded system all across the country. What we want to do is figure out how we can have the biggest possible impact by developing organizations that can scale and grow and fund their work at that level. We believe this has the impact to ultimately touch hundreds of thousands, if not millions of kids all across the country. If you're as excited about this as we are, we hope you'll reach out. We still need to raise about $2 million, primarily to fund an evaluation component for this work. And we're looking for philanthropic and public policy partners in new geographies all across the country who are interested in seeing if they can use some of the recent increases in child care development funding to flow in this new innovative approach. We hope you'll consider joining us. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.